Morning, everybody. It is Friday, so let's see what is going on here. A few things to show you. First of all, I got this cool little race card and race sticker from Joe over at Big Sky Model Workshop. He said he had some of these, and a couple videos ago I was watching. He had a few left if anybody wanted one, and I jumped right on it because this kind of stuff is really cool. And I guess he raced a little car in the sport compact thing there. I mean, he signed it right there. See that? See that right there? He signed it. It got the little sticker, and it's really cool. So thank you, Joe, very much for sending that to me. I really appreciate it. That's cool. It's going in my shop card book, and the sticker is going to go right on the front cover where I have all my stickers, and that's probably going to fill it up when I get this one in there, but you guys can still send me stickers if you want. That's okay. Anyway, thank you again, Joe. If you haven't seen his yeah, you should go check out his channel. He's got some pretty cool stuff, a lot of cool stuff. I told you guys before, you go check it out and then you'll see how cool it is. So anyway, Big Sky Model Workshop. Go check him out. All right, Joel, thanks. Anyway, this is what showed up today, and what we're kind of did this one because I'm going to show you kind of what I want to try to do to that with those two colors, the red and the over the yellow, and then the pearl white from Tamiya or whatever it's called over the whole thing. So that's what that pearl color looks like over the red, and it's kind of hard to tell in the old picture thingy here. Get under the light, maybe that's what it looks like over the yellow. See, there's the yellow, and there's what it looks like. And what I'm doing is masking it off, and that's what I did on this here Camaro. So see, I do build things other than 32s and hot rods, street rods, whatever. So anyway, what I did on this is it's a cheap way to get a kind of a cool custom paint job for us builders that don't quite have the skill set to do some of that crazy stuff that some of you guys do. But what I did is I just got my masking tape, fine line tape, whatever, that size. I think that's the thinnest that I have, narrowest. I have one narrower, I think. And what I did is this body was white plastic, so I just put the stripes on it, or put the tape on it, put it tape there, tape there, tape there, blah, blah, blah. I did it on the sides too. It's kind of like a shadow, whatever you call that stripe thing. So anyway, so I put the stripes on, and then I shot it. I believe this one I shot black primer. And then I pulled the tape off, so I had black car with white stripes. And then I got the tester's color. I can't remember what it was called. I don't know if it was this one or not. No, that one's too bright. I think there's another orangey. I should have got it, but I probably threw it away. So anyway, I sprayed the whole thing with that. So where it was black, it came out darker, and where there was white plastic, it came out lighter. And it would have been a little bit, the stripes would have stood a little bit more if I wouldn't have put on so much of that orange color. But in order to get the orange color to flow and get fairly smooth and look good, I kept laying it on, and it kept making the stripes darker and darker, but there's still a contrast. So the ghost stripes, ghost flames, yeah. So it turned out pretty good, And you kind of turn it, and then you see it, sometimes you don't. And I was just messing around, and what I got in a hurry, and I didn't sand it good enough before I shot the orange, and you can see edge of the line. So that's something I got to work on. I'll probably do it better on that one, hopefully. But it's just a cheap way to get a little two-tone custom paint thingy. I have a heck of a time trying to bend this, even the really thin stuff, to do like some scallops and some, you know, curvy lines and stuff. So they're all straight in the hood too. But you see, you can kind of see it. It's kind of cool. So anyway, that's how I do a fancy custom paint job when I really don't know how to do a fancy custom paint job. And I did that a long time ago, and I do it every once in a while on stuff. And it's just, you know, it looks all right. It's a fun way to do it. Anyway, this build here turned out pretty good, except for, let's get right to the bad stuff first. Bam, right there. Look at that. Yes, sirree. And then you flip it on your, bam, right there. Look at that. Yeah. Well, and the reason I didn't fix it is because that was the most perfectest glass, plastic, whatever you want to call it, I've ever polished windshield in a long, probably ever. And it went in and it would look so good. And I laid it in there. I didn't even think that was, I don't even know how that happened. And this has a little braces, you know, from the front glass to the back glass. And I usually just leave that in on this kind of a build. And I don't know if I did anything up on the, yeah, sometimes I'll put a piece of that cloth stuff like that up in there to kind of hide it, but I didn't. So I just glued it in, and you can use super glue if you just put a little dab of glue on that cross brace on each there, then it won't fog the windshield, you know. So I did that, and it set up, and it was stuck like a freaking, like super glue. So I couldn't pop them out to fix that, and I didn't want to try sanding them and holding onto the body for, I've never sanded out super glue off of a plastic windshield, so I don't know if I could have done it or not, or made it worse, so I just left it. So, you know what I usually do when I make a mistake is I put a decal on it, but that would take a weird looking whole bunch of decals. So anyway, it matches the little ridges where I missed where I didn't sand. But anyway, fun build. I think I got this kit from my nephew. So I put some Kragers on, kind of going for that 70s street machine look. And got the big old fat meats in the back. Kragers, the side pipes. That's about the second time I've ever put side pipes on a car. Unless it was a custom and I put the long skinny leg pipes on it. I think I made these back wheels. I mean, look at these tires. Let's see if I pick this up here. Oh, there's a chassis while we're up here. Those goofy headers coming out to the side. That's all right. I did the old barbershop pole drive line there. And did the old undercoat look. But look at those fat meats. I don't know what they come in, but God, those are so cool. White letters were on them with the eagle. But I think I made those deep Kragers by gluing a chrome ring onto the Krager. I shoved the Krager in, and then I put the chrome ring in. It's a real deep ring, like on the back of a old funny car, dragster slick back in the day. When you put them in the back, and I just shoved it in there and pushed the Krager up to it, and put a little dab of glue on there, and it's got a really nice deep look to it. So that turned out pretty good. And we got the traction bars. Everybody had traction bars back then. I should have painted them yellow though, for like Lakewood bars. Everybody had a white rear axle back then. So when you looked at it from the back, you had your white rear end sticking out there, and so it looks pretty cool. And I went ahead and did the white front suspension too, so give it a little bit of a pop. Did two-tone on the interior. And that, I cheated there too, white plastic, so I put masking tape down in there and painted everything black, pulled the masking tape off, and I had two-tone seats. And I didn't have to paint white, because painting white is a pain over anything but white. So I don't know brush strokes or nothing. I did a little bit on the door panels there. No engine wiring or nothing. But I had to put the blower on there with the dual floors, kind of like they did back in the day with the white headers back in the day. So pretty cool, fun build. I remember looking at this kind of stuff in hot rod carcraft back in the day and just drooling over it. So anyway, that's what I'm gonna try doing with that. That's been sitting there forever. I got to retape some of it. That stuff sticks, but not very long or something. I don't know. But I might redo it. I might just have this on the top and just this big wide piece here. I might skip those on the fenders because there's none on the rear fenders, and I can't really get in there because it's all glued together. So I could paint it all and get one shade out of it. So that's what I'm gonna try doing with that. So anyway, and then I got a whole bunch of stuff painted here. Real quick, I'll show you up here with my real fancy holders here. I had those for sale, but I ran out. They were $9.95 each, and I had them on sale for $9.85, but I sold out. Sorry guys, I know you guys were interested in them. But I got all those painted, you know, the 40 coupe gold. Oh, that's turned around. I gotta show you the color on this here. On this one here. Let's see if I can pick it up here. This is Tamiya color. See, Tamiya red turned out like crap on the vet down there, remember? And that looks pretty darn good, man. I love that color. I'm thinking about some steely wheels, red with some caps and rings, or just a hubcap with the red around the edge. Maybe a red interior or white or tan, I don't know, but I love that color. So that turned out good, and that turned out good. And now I got to figure out which one I want to start working on first, because I get excited about them after I paint them. There's that Ford Galaxy, and this is the 57 Black Widow thing or whatever it is. And man, that color, that's a Tester's enamel, which I kind of like, even though they take 10 years to dry really good. But they dry pretty shiny, and usually you can just get by waxing those, and they shine. And that's what I'm going to try, just waxing, or just color sanding and waxing. I've done it before. This is a Tamiya color here too, and that turned out really good compared to how that red one turned out. A little color sand maybe and some wax on that baby. That's going to be all stock, or maybe Krager's is all, and nothing crazy with that. And the Camaro you've seen. So all I have left over here is paint both of those tomorrow and that one, and then I'm good unless I get a hair and want to paint another one. So anyway, that's where I'm at with that, and we're done with this book pretty much. So let's just finish it out real quick. This is just showing the Deer Park Drag Strip reunion, all their little flyer sticker things they give out, and these are all cars that have been to the reunion over the years since it started. When did it start? 2005 it looks like. And don't tell anyone, but I've never been to one. Like I think I mentioned it before, we always had something else we did on this weekend, kind of a family thing in Odessa, Washington, so we never went. But pretty cool show. Lots of cool cars would show up. These are just a few. That's a Don Odell car. He's a pinstriper here in town for like 100 years. He finally retired, but he's got some pretty cool hot rods. That's all custom scratch built Woody 32 coupe. He did all that work himself, all that woodwork. And then he did a 36 just last few years, a 36 Ford. I think it's a Roadster too. That's wood. If I ever get a picture of it, I'll show you. And that's one of his cars there too. Let's do with the red wheels. But anyway, that's a pretty cool car. Pretty cool car. Here's some more. You know, some of these I've seen around. I've seen that one around, you know, car show and stuff, but I don't know who they are. I've seen that one around. That thing's crazy loud. Lots of cool stuff down here. Lots of cool stuff. Oh, that guy that I helped work on that car years ago. What's his name? Dan Weaver, I think. way back in 2007, I think. He's putting that thing together. And I wasn't working, and he paid me under the table to come to his shop at his house and just kind of sand and hold things and move things, and it was fun. I learned a lot. Anyway, that was the. They didn't have a show in 20, obviously. So, and then that was the last one there. Those are the 4 guys that are, and a gal that pretty much started the reunion. And that's the guy there that gives me all my, give me all those pictures and all those folders and stuff, Greg Fury. And there's a shot of all the crew that helped put the show on. But anyway, there it is, the end. But you notice there's a lot of pages left. That's because this guy spent crazy amount of time putting all this data in about the dates, the classes, the speeds, the times over the years. I mean, look at this, just crazy amount of time this guy put into this book. Unreal. And then here he explains examples of the Inland Empire Timing Association, IETA, classes. So there's a C class, a BC, I mean, with a picture of a car. How cool is that? And check out some of those cars, man. Look at that whole thing there. And there's more over here we'll look at really quick. Then I'll let you guys go. Look at there's a couple of vets. Look at that thing there. I love that car. I got a bunch of pictures of that. I think that one too. Oh, nothing like a 3940 sedan. Henry J. There's another 3940 sedan. We got 59 there, looks like. Yeah, look at that. Sweet. That's a nice car there. Some more there. That's a pretty cool car. Look at that thing there. I mean, look at these old racers. Man, where did they all go? Especially all these old dragsters. Check out the blower system on that thing. Crazy. Any more? No, that's it. So anyways, there's all that winter stuff. Just look at that. Just look at that. Just tons and tons. And this guy just put it all together and put it in this book. There's an old photo getting an award banquet there. But really cool. I'm really fortunate, lucky, blessed, whatever you call it, that Greg Fury gave me these Volume 1, Volume 2, and then another one that I'll show you that explains some other things. A lot of data, whatever in it. A lot of words, not very many pictures. But anyway, these books are just so cool. I'm so glad I got them. Thank you, Greg Fury. I don't think he watches my channel, but I'll thank him anyway. So anyway, I'm done. I'm out of here. Gotta say, everybody in Florida, Carolinas, East Coast, whatever, I'm thinking of you, man. I'm so sorry for what all you guys are going through. It's just, I just don't know what to say. It's unreal. I just can't believe it. Devastation and the loss and everything. I don't know about some of our model buddies down there. We've heard of a few. We heard of from Chris at House of Plastic, and we heard of Mike, Scale Model Outlaw. Haven't heard anything from Tim at Rat Daddy Studios yet. Kind of worried about him. Plus there's other ones I can't remember. It's just, yeah, we're all thinking you guys, man. Hang in there. Anyway, I'm out here, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Thanks for subbing and commenting. Like I say, I love reading the comments. So anyway, I'm out of here, and I'll probably see you guys on Sunday. So take care. Bye.